drive in me to want to perform and do well. So in my career, even in banking, I was analyst, senior analyst, associate, kind of moving up the ranks. But there definitely was a point in time where, I mean, when you're that stressed out and you have that much pressure and that much work on you and you're not taking care of yourself, there's, you know, that sense of I felt myself change. And the big turning point really was my dear sister, my older sister, who loves me so much, saw this change happening at me. You know, I was losing a little bit of that kind of life and optimism and enthusiasm.
You were a little duller than usual.
I was a little duller, yes, a little duller than usual. And she said, wow, you know, why don't you try yoga? I've heard it's great for stress relief. You're really active as a kid. You love kind of doing the sport, so it has the physical side, but it's great for the de-stressing. And she was right, because even during that time, and there's nothing wrong with the running or kickboxing or spinning that I did a lot before, but nothing really truly provided that peace of mind for me. And so it was my analyst time, and I decided to give it a shot, and it actually completely changed my world. And I think you maybe read a little bit about my background, but it was something that started very much as this workout. I was sitting at a desk all day, and this stress, and at that time, the way I dealt with my stress was eating. I ate a lot, and that was how I coped with it. Other people, unfortunately, maybe it's drugs or alcohol. For me, it was food. But you're having a very sedentary lifestyle. So it provided the movement and the stretching that I was looking for, along with the peace of mind. But and I'm not sure if you practice yoga, but once you start that journey, it starts developing and becomes subtler and subtler. So, physical asana practice turned into meditation. Now it's even a love for philosophy. So we're all on a journey, and mine's blossomed so much into something so much more than what I'd even thought of at the very beginning.
Right, great. So that being said, how did, or when did the light bulb go off and you say, like, well, I want to be a teacher of this. I want to take people on their own personal journey. Each person that's with you has their still on their own journey. And how did the financial experience you have feed into because it has to be a business as well, so.
Absolutely. So I will tell you, Anne-Marie, I actually never thought in a million years I'd be doing what I'm doing today. I really didn't. And the big turning point for me actually was I had moved on from banking from then, and I was working at a company called Scripps Network, home of Food Network.
Yes, I know them very well. Yeah.
Yes. So I was in their internal mergers and acquisitions and venture capital investing group, and
that must have been kind of fun and interesting.
It was actually, from a third-person point of view, it was actually probably the best job. I had a fantastic boss. I had a lot of responsibility. You're meeting with a lot of different CEOs or startups, and it's really exciting. You saw everything from I was part of the team that launched a Food Network in Latin America. We helped spearhead our Pinterest partnership, company-wide partnership. We led the Series D round in Refinery 29 and investments in Food 52, all these different startups. It was an extremely exciting job, but again, I go back to any time you're off your dharma, your purpose, you're going to be unhappy or feel this kind of sense of unfulfillment. And it was back in 2014 where I was at a wedding in Cancun with my lovely fiance. And I mean, if you can picture, it's the beautiful sandy beaches, clear waters, the weather was perfect. I was there with my love of my life, celebrating the marriage of two very dear friends, and I was really unhappy. And I so much I actually had negative thoughts, dark thoughts coming, running through my head. And at that point in time, I said, wow, I really need to do something different. I need to do something for myself. And again, for as long as in my adult career, I've been constantly yearning for what am I meant to do. And even at that time, I didn't know. So I said, well, why don't I do something for myself, something I'm really passionate about? And I decided to enroll in a yoga teacher training. So again, at that time, when I decided to go through my first training, it was purely because I was passionate about yoga. It was something that I really enjoyed, and I would take it a step further. I never thought I'd actually be teaching. But they say when the student is ready, the universe will provide his teacher.
Right, exactly.
And that's exactly what happened. I went into this training program and met my dear teacher. His name is Yogi Charu. And from there, that fire in me just started burning and burning and burning so brightly that one training led to another. And it was in my meditation teacher trainings that light bulb went on. And for anyone who has meditated, they know that you go really, really deep. You connect inward so much to yourself. And when that happened, that's when I realized that it finally clicked. Oh my gosh, this is what I'm meant to do.
I'm sitting right here on this yoga.
Right, and it first started, it manifested in, I dreamt about being in the studio all day, reading my books, and my love for it so much, it grew so much. And it was funny, that actually the big turning point was, it was my birthday in 2015, June 2015, and one of my friends wrote on my Facebook wall, "Happy birthday, may this be the best year yet." And that really, really stuck with me, because I just thought, may this be the best year yet. What am I doing differently? I felt like I was just kind of going through life, going through the motions, and I wasn't really living, I was just existing. And that was the day that I thought, wow, I'm going to take this leap of faith. I'm going to pursue my passion, what I knew to be my purpose. And it's been a beautiful journey since then.